Hi everyone, I am Punya Agarwal. I hope you people are doing great. In this video, I'll help you out with planning for these last 30 days that are left for March 25 attempt. I know a lot of students are still contemplating that how to move ahead, how to start their preparation. There are a lot of students who are resetting for a particular paper and are still thinking how to begin, how to reset for the paper. So this video, watch till the end. I'll be giving you few pointers which you can actually implement to be able to better prepare for the March attempt. The first thing is, see, syllabus is very important, right? So if you are somebody who has not completed their syllabus or not have started with their syllabus, because of course there would be more a lot of students who have not completed the syllabus but at least in the line of or in the progress of completion of the syllabus. So syllabus is very important. Until or unless you complete your syllabus, you cannot actually start a full-fledged practice and cannot appear for any assignments, mocks, tests, whatever, right? So first is for the students also who are resetting for any paper. I would urge you people to first complete your syllabus, revise your syllabus. That's very important, right? How to, now you'll be asking how to revise if you're a self-study student. So if you can watch YouTube videos for the completion of the syllabus, also I'm referring to this. So YouTube videos are there. If you have any notes, you can refer to the study hub, you can refer to the Kaplan kit, any of these resources, right? So just first, your first target should be to revise and complete the syllabus. That should be the first thing. Second thing is, I always tell students that you should always do simultaneous practice, because that will, you're not wasting the time also, because some students feel like, okay, let's complete the syllabus by 15th of February and only 10-15 days are enough for the practice. That's not the case. If you're simultaneously practicing, two things will happen. One is you're saving your time also, because by the time that you reach Feb, you've already completed at least one of the kit, or I would say 70 to 80% of one of the kits, right? Then you'll be only left with the more practice, and that is, the more you practice, the better it is, right? That's one thing. And second thing, it will help you to understand the concepts better also, okay? Because if, for example, I did chapter number 1 today and I also did some of the questions which are commonly asked in the exams, then I'll get to know that, okay, this chapter can be tested like this in the exam, and I've also practiced and now I'm confident in it, right? Because by the time, if somebody completes the syllabus first and then starts, oh my god, let's do the practice, they have to revise the whole syllabus first, because of course by the time I read chapter number 20, I have forgotten chapter number 1 or 2 probably, right? So it's always better that you do simultaneous practice. It will help you understand the concepts really well. Okay, that's the second thing. So syllabus completion, practice is another thing, right? So practicing, how do you practice? Now, of course, we tell students that, you need to practice, but how to practice is the question again. Now, practice can be, again, simultaneous practice is one thing. Second thing is, how to practice is, once you're done with the syllabus, then I would say that, pick up one of the kits, so, or one of the past papers, I would say. So kits, I think, are very good way of practicing questions. I would, by kits I mean Kaplan kit or BPP kit. These are two very essential resources, I would say, which actually help you out a lot when you're practicing, because these contains questions also, and questions from the past papers also. So ultimately you're doing the questions from the past papers plus the extra questions as well, right? So Kaplan kit, BPP kit, very important. And if you get stuck somewhere, ask your tutor, ask your mentors if there's any doubt. You can also put on, if you have some WhatsApp community, if you joined any WhatsApp community, again, that's one important thing that I want to tell you. For the students who are self-studying mainly, and also for the students who have enrolled in some classes or something, guys, it's important that you always have a WhatsApp community with you. We at Being SSA have made WhatsApp communities for each and every paper separately. So I would urge you people to please join them, because it will really help you out. You can just put a question in the group. A lot of students who know the answer will answer it, and it creates a very good environment also, right? So that's important thing. So if you have any doubts, reach out to them. You watch some YouTube videos. You can come to us as well for specific papers. So that is how you actually build yourself. And also, never ever go in the exam with half done syllabus. So like, if you have skipped on any question, any topic, do not do that, because right now you have the leverage and the time to actually complete the full syllabus, right? If you're doing partial studies, that will actually break down your percentage which will come in the final paper, because of course you're not going to attempt 100% of this paper, right? So that is what I am going to say is you still have 30 days, more than 30 days for your papers right now. And if you become serious right now, I'm not saying that you have to study 6 7 hours, 10 9 10 hours. No guys, it's not like that. You just need to be consistent. You should be giving at least 4 to 5 hours every day to the paper. I think that is the bare minimum that you can do for the paper. So consistency is important, and dedication, hard work of course will follow. And being serious towards the paper is really very important. So practice, practice and practice. Syllabus is important. Once you are done with all of these things, once you're done with the syllabus, you've done the revision, you've done the practice from Kaplan kit and the BPP kit also, then pick up the past papers. Past papers are really really very important, because they tell you how questions appeared in the previous papers, right? So past papers are really important. Now people ask me how back shall we go. So I say that 2020 say 24 tak pick up all the past papers for sure, and for these 4 years. And if you have time, then go back to 2018 also. Do not go back way before 2010 and 2011. That's not, that is the paper has completely changed now, so it's not relevant also. So it's better that you maximum go up to 2018, not before that. That is for past papers. Examiner reports are equally very very important. I cannot emphasize more on the examiner reports. They contain really really good communication with the examiner, that because the examiner is communicating with you, telling you that this is wrong, this is right, this is how you do answer, all of those things. So just read the examiner's reports. If you want, we can also come up with like debrief of examiner reports and like short videos for specific papers, and that will actually help you out a lot, right? So that is examiner reports, past papers. Technical articles are important for only and only professional papers, not for skill level papers. It's just like a waste of time. For professional papers, guys, please read the technical articles, because nowadays a lot of questions are being asked from technical articles. I remember last in the December quarter, because I take the test series for AAA students, they told me that sustainability was one of the topics which was predominantly there in the paper, which is technically part of your technical articles also. So that is important. And mocks are again really really important. They mark my words that if you are not appearing for mocks, straight away going into the paper, there's, I would say 60-70% chance that you're going to fail the paper if you're not prepared really well, right? At least one full-fledged mock has to be there, which you have practiced, which you have given in time-bound situations. You have not bifurcated section एक बार कर लिया, section B एक बार कर लिया, ऐसा नहीं किया. एक बार 3 घंटे बैठकर you have attempted the full paper. You've gotten and evaluated also by your tutor, mentor, whosoever is available, right? Because sometimes what happens is I am writing an answer, okay, I as a student am writing an answer, I'm checking it from the examiner's answer, I'm right, हाँ ये ठीक है, ये भी ठीक है, मेरे तो ठीक अच्छे नंबर आ गए हैं, because I am very, मैं अपने आप को criticize नहीं करूंगी ना, मैं बोलूंगी मैंने सही आंसर लिखा है. And sometimes it's not our fault also. Sometimes you're not able to gauge that whether we are correct or no. So that is when your tutor, your mentor comes into place, and they tell you कि अच्छा ये गलत है, ये ऐसे करो, ये ऐसे करो. So they'll be able to guide you better. And it's always better कि you do all the mistakes possible in that mock, so that you do not do the same mistakes in the last your final exam as well, right? So if you people are appearing for PM, FM, AA, AAA, SBL, AFM, all of these papers, we at Being SSA provide test series as well as mock evaluation, wherein we guide you and mentor you end to end. So if you want, you can also register with us in that. So all of these tips I wanted to give you in terms of your final exam, right? Lastly, one more thing, a bonus tip I would say is time management is really important in your final paper, be it any paper, right? So if you from now only start emphasizing on your time management, how to manage the time in the paper, I think it will be very good practice and very good thing for you for the final paper also, because you won't have to struggle by then. You still have more than a month right now, and if you practice and in a time bound manner, for example, as I mentioned that you need to do simultaneous practice. So for example, if you're doing a 20 marker right now or a 30 marker for example right now, so for a 30 marker ideally you should take not more than 45 minutes per se, okay? So you are actually timing yourself that how much time am I taking taking and answering this particular question. If it is taking you more than 45 minutes, then you need to work upon, you know, your time management as well. So I think from now only, agar aap abhi se karne lag jaoge, I think it will be very good practice for you. So all the very best. If you know, if you found this helpful video helpful, please comment down below. Also, if you have any doubts, any suggestions, any comments, please let us know in the DM of Instagram page, and we'll be more than happy to help you.